You brought your scanner, right?
No, I didn't actually, because I plan on using the mobile wireless OBD2 scanner from Innova, the 1000 series. So where do I begin? I posted an ad on Facebook to see if anyone had a check engine light and needed help with diagnosing the issue. An old friend of mine named Larissa reached out and explained that a check engine light appeared on her dash after taking her car to the mechanic.
Either the spark plugs or the coils. He's like, it could be your coils. So he's like, if you check the coils, and he called me. He's like, yeah, we're gonna one of them. We're every time we do they say it, when you check the codes. He's like, that's the one that's like fine when we put that one in. Like it keeps changing with that specific coil.
Yeah.
So that's why he decided to switch that one out.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you what number coil it was.
The first time that light popped up, she took it to the mechanic and he explained that it was an engine misfire that was caused by a faulty coil. So he replaced it and charged her $200 for the work. So like this is the one that he replaced. After looking through the engine bay, I did explain to her that an engine misfire is caused by a number of things, but the main things are associated with spark, fuel, and air related issues. That's not good.
Oh no.
Yeah. After running the diagnostics, the misfire was coming from cylinder 2, and that the likely fix for it could be a faulty fuel injector. She knew she needed to do a tune-up. She hadn't serviced it since she got the car. After I went home, I did some research, and I told her that I could clean out her mass airflow sensor and the intake valves and see if that helps. But little did she know that I was also going to bring some other stuff with me. So since the engine's air filter is super dirty, well, might as well get both engine air filter and the cabin air filter and swap them out all at once. Thank you. Hit it! After reviewing the maintenance category on Repair Solutions 2, it did recommend to swap out the spark plugs. Next up is the intake manifold. Now these nuts are a little stuck on there, so it's better to crack it with a ratchet. Yeah, this is oil. This is covered in oil. That's not good. There's oil covering the bottom of that spark plug from cylinder 2. I had asked her if the mechanic touched any of the spark plugs. She said no, he just touched the coils. Then I told her that's probably why the frequent check engine light kept popping up. So I decided to just switch out the spark plugs but leave the same coils because I wanted to test something out. Let's see. It's happening reveal. Wait, other key? Huh? The car key?
Oh.
The car did not want to start. We were there for hours trying to figure out what happened. I even switched out the mass airflow sensor. We jumped the car, triple checked everything. It seemed like it was some sort of electrical issue. Orlando had told me just reset the ECU, but it was getting so late and I was already so disappointed that the car did not want to start, and I just didn't even want to try it. I kept trying something and it just kept failing and failing, so at that point I kind of just gave up. I explained to Larissa that I was going to have to tow the vehicle to the shop. I explained to him what happened, and he said, "Todo por hacer un bien, haces un mal." So we had to go ahead and double check everything that I did. and we had to take it all apart. Everything checked out. So then I started checking out the fuses just to see if anything blew out.
Americanos hicieron bien raros estas pendejadas.
Mejor los japoneses, ¿no?
Sí. ¿Dónde están los inyectores?
Esos yo creo que están hasta abajo.
Otra mendiga araña que hicieron, ¿verdad? Va a estar ahí
Otra
abajo.
compañía de Ford.
Sí, yo creo sí. Sí, porque ya mira los cables, ahí están los cables. Esos cables son para los pinches inyectores, esos que están allá.
All the fuses were fine. Then we charged the battery because Larissa said when her windows are down and it's like on accessory mode, the car tends to die.
La flecha no lleva aceite, ¿eh? La flecha no tiene aceite.
So we're gonna charge it for a bit. It's charging the battery. The battery's dead.
So the battery was on low voltage. We ended up charging it all the way, but it was fine. The car still didn't want to turn on. Then finally, it was kind of like the last resort. We had to just reset the ECU. So we unplugged the negative terminal for about 30 minutes just to see if that was going to work.
Okay, so here we go. Disconnect that. Now we're just gonna leave it here on the side. I'm gonna close the vehicle. Let me make sure I have the keys because the keys are somewhere. I think he has the keys, so okay. Okay.
And it worked. The car turned on. And when it finally turned on, I was relieved. Alright guys, so I am now test driving her car and I did clear out the codes, so now there is no more check engine light that has appeared yet. Hopefully it stays that way by the time I get back to the shop, so we'll see. I'll keep you updated. Now regarding the fouled spark plug, I showed him and I explained why I was there to begin with. Guys, I am back at the shop and the car is running so smooth. I'm so excited to give her car back to her. As far as the check engine light, it is gone, but it is not gone for good. So this spark plug, this was the original spark plug that I took out from cylinder 2. And the thing is that the new spark plug that is in there is going to get covered in oil in probably like about a week or so. So the fact that it's going to get covered in oil is going to definitely cause that check engine light and the misfire to come back. Fortunately, it's not something that I can actually fix on the engine, and it's internal damage. So the thing is that the rings around the piston, they are worn, and that is what's causing all this oil to come onto the tip of the spark plug. It's not the valves. The valves are fine. I did check compression on all of the cylinders just to make sure everything was running fine. I did swap out all the old coils and I put the new coils back on. So everything is running very well. It doesn't even have a shake anymore, which is really good. So I'm glad that that turned out well. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to help her out like I really wanted to, but at least her car isn't going to have a check engine light for now. So I'll definitely explain to her when she gets here to pick up the car. Thank you guys so much for watching and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.